Young brother from the gutter, always been a fighter, never been a runner. Mama was a hunter, daddy was a hunter, all my brothers hunt each other. Known to knuckle up and uppercut, slugger, puncher, snuffer, stunner, thugger, gunner, stutter, blood is butter. You gon' do the Brooklyn, pucker, kind of drummer. Father thought I was a parasite in mama belly, but he had it wrong. He ain't know he had a spawn of a warlord till in 9 months I was born. Big, black, strong, body of LeBron. I'm a big king, killing all the pawn. Better be informed when I blow the horn, bringing in the dust, waking up the dawn, looking at the card. Prophesized by the shaman voodoo. Seen it all through the eye of Horus that I watch and view through. There was other warriors before me, but they not this brutal. All this money, but I'm not Maputo. You don't know me, you forgot, now you do. Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kufu. I got the power, who knew? Why would a god salute you? They call me Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kufu. I got the power, who knew? Why would a god salute you? God. I'm a lion when he cry. I'm a tiger on the prowl. Call a firefighter. I got fire in my pals. Still a rifle with the round. Banana clip ready. It's always rifles when it's brown. Put a titan in the crown. Put a diamond in the crown. Wear the title, I'm endowed. I recite it and I'm proud. Shaka Zulu. Hot fire gonna barbecue you. Something happened to my mom. I'm cuckoo. Block, 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 block. Boom, boom. Don't need a Glock to shoot you. If you black enough, the cops will shoot you. You Apollo, they gon' Rocky to you. You a Judah, they gon' Costa you. You cannot box my wushu. Be the wigger out in socks and boo-boo. If you weak, then I cannot recruit you. All I see is men in bras and tutus. To a pot can juice you. Bring the text and I'ma chop and school you. Split her out of my atomic nuke you. Turn another cut to Honolulu. Don't let a thought seduce you. Every king need a conscious nunu. Queen that never bring the drama to you. Brown skin like a chocolate you. I am not the usual. Wake the sun up like I'm rock-a-doodle. Wanna see me gotta drop your moon rule. Good and evil got a common neutral. They call me Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kufu. I got the power, who knew? Why would a god salute you? They call me Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kufu. I got the power, who knew? Why would a god salute you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Another motherfucker Friday. Y'all up in this joint? Shout out to the Wisdom Cypher family that's up in this motherfucker. I see you. How y'all doing out there? Want to greet y'all formally first, before we jump off in this thing tonight. Y'all made it through this crazy ass week, silly ass weather. Oh yeah. Y'all feeling good? Peace, love, and light to the Wisdom Cypher family and to the viewers out there who's watching the Wisdom Cypher show. I'm your motherfucking host, Civi Ma D, aka Adam Kenty and Minty. Tell a friend and tell a friend. We back up in this bitch again with this real talk. Yo, I'm feeling good this week, I don't know why. I just been feeling real good. I don't know if it's because I knew I was gonna have an amazing show tonight or what it is, but I feel good. I feel great. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video, like, love, share that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Tell a friend to tell a friend. Join the cipher. We're gonna get it in tonight. We got a guest tonight. We know our topic is self-preservation. Self-preservation. What do that mean to you? You know, it's very, 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 very important. What does self-preservation mean to you? Because I know what it means to me. You dig? I know what it means. Let's see. We got a few folks in the building, few folks in the cipher. I'm glad to see y'all came inside, you know, and y'all didn't want to remain some peeping Toms and peeping Tamikas, you know. Don't fuck with a nigga. You know, I don't bite. I don't bite no style. I don't do none of that. You know, I'm content with what my mom and my daddy made. Yeah. You know, I like to check the vibe first before I get into things and shit. So you know, I just wanted to see where y'all was out here. Y'all in the building, you know. Peace, Jay. I see you. Thank you for stopping by the cipher. You know what I'm saying? We talk that shit and swallow that spit around here. I appreciate you. You know I rock with you, God. Oh, yeah. Man, self-preservation. Ooh-wee. What do it mean to you? What do it mean to me? I tell you what it means to me. It means when you set aside land, natural resources, and you protect yourself and others so y'all can live to see another day. Self-preservation for me, it's a natural instinct. You know, tonight is gonna be a wonderful night. It's gonna be gravy. It's gonna be spectacular. It's definitely gonna be educational, or as I like to call it, it's gonna be some edutainment tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, like I told y'all last week, we got a very special guest tonight. My brother Damien Allen. Boy, oh boy, we go back. He's a fellow Indian out in this motherfucker. You know, shout out to all the Indians out here. You know what I'm saying? If you're an Ottawa alumni, nigga, you know what time it is. It don't get no greater. You know what I'm talking about? I just get so hyped thinking about that. I feel sorry for anybody that went to any other school. You know what I mean? Because hey, to keep it simple and plain, you wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? It was all about us. You know what I'm talking about? And you know, it was all about us. And you know, I shut out the runner-up. You know, Creston. They was trying to be there. You know what I mean? But what's a polar bear to an Indian? You know what I'm talking about? Pop, 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 pop. You know the Indian was the truth. Everybody else is an animal, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is an animal, nigga. We standing on our tools out here. But yeah, self-preservation. You know, I ain't gonna hold you niggas up. We're gonna get off into this thing, man. Because it's very, very, very important. Again, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. I really love and I appreciate all y'all. It means a great deal to me. Whether you know I know you or I don't know you, you know, I know you, nigga. You know, this shit is appreciated. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my truck drivers, you know what I'm saying, getting them packages off, you know what I'm talking about, making sure niggas getting their food, making sure niggas get that the frivolous things, you know what I mean, and everything else. Shout out to y'all, you know. Shout out to our mothers, you know, since we talking about self-preservation and things, you know. Hey man, if it wasn't for your mama, nigga, you know, you ain't got shit to preserve. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you just floating around in your daddy sack, Jack. You know what I'm talking about? Let me silence this so I don't get distracted by this. Too many things of technology around me doing shit. Self-preservation. Y'all know I deal with pimp. You know, proper identification manifests as power. So before I bring the guest in for tonight, I'm gonna run down a few things dealing with self-preservation. Because you know how we work around here in the cipher. We connect dots. Everything got to tie into everything else. Why? Because divine oneness. Everything is connected to everything else. So let me show you how the universe works. I be trying to set this shit up weeks in advance of how I want to do things. And a while ago, a little over a month ago, I said, you know what? I think it's important that we talk about self-preservation. Because I don't think our people fully understand or fully know what self-preservation is and what it means. And it's very important. So I didn't want to leave that, you know, that stone unturned or untouched. And at the same time, dealing with self-preservation, I went to a black business expo, if that's the proper term. I can't remember, something like that. And you know, just trying to support my local vendors and business owners, man, that shares that same soul as me. And that in itself is a form of self-preservation. And so as I was there, I bought a book. I bought some body butters and things. Bought some snacks for the shorty, you know. And I bumped into my fellow Indian, you know, and yo, I had it's always great when you bump into great people. So it was perfect. I bumped into my nigga Comp. You know, many of y'all know him as Comp. Damien Allen when we talking business. But I know him though. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be professional and shit. So, you know, I know him though. But so I bumped into Mr. Allen and I had a hell of an experience. Me and the Queen did. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to bust some guns and shit, and it felt so real, and I was inside the mall. You know what I mean? So just go figure. And you know, self-preservation is in a line with that firearm. Yeah. Why do I say that? Because self-preservation is a behavior or a set of behaviors that ensures the survival of an organism. It's universal to all living organisms. And last time I checked, nigga, we was living organisms. So self-preservation is a natural instinct. I'm gonna say that shit again. Self-preservation is a natural instinct, a tendency to act as so to preserve one's own existence, to prevent destruction or harm. Now, I'm putting emphasis on those parts because if we look in national news, it don't really seem like niggas know what self-preservation means, because all we do is make poster boards and gather up and chant shit, wanting somebody else to preserve the self, nigga. Make that shit make sense, okay? So I'm just trying to line this shit up for y'all, man. Then, you know, before I bring in the guests, I want y'all to feel this shit right here. Now, since we talking about firearms and gun safety tonight, along with self-preservation. It's only right that make clear what the Second Amendment says, okay? Because we're dealing with the right to bear arms. Now, I fuck with words. You should too, because words cast spells. So peep how the dots connect. The Second Amendment says something to this effect. A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay? Now, when I peep that, there's two main words that sticks out to me. Security and infringed. Okay? Now, for proper identification, so we can manifest some power, let's go first grade. Now, I know you niggas gotta know your synonyms and antonyms, nigga. Your alikes and non-alikes. Okay? Now, with preservation, let's go synonym. Preservation, safety, security, conservation, integrity, protection, nurture, guardianship, and care. Powerful words. Very important words. Okay? Now, let's look at the antonyms. For preservation, abandonment, exposure, insecurity, impairment, injury, damage, infringement. So let's connect the dots. If we have the right to keep and bear arms for our security, and that shit shall not be infringed, if you don't preserve the self, that act in itself is a form of infringement. That act in itself is a form of insecurity. What's insecurity? Lack of security. So I think it's only right that I bring on my beloved brother tonight, because the universe knew what time it was. He said the date of the 23rd was the best day for him. I said that the 23rd was going to be the day that I was going to talk about self-preservation. This brother right here will help give you the knowledge to keep and bear your arms for self-preservation purposes. Okay? So without further ado, I'll bring it in with the video. Because when I saw this video, I got fucking hyped. I saw the video and I damn near grabbed my guns and shit and just started playing with them. I don't know why. That's the type of nigga I am. He know how it was when I was at the thing. Like, I gotta take the class, because you gonna fuck with me, man, for the wrong reasons. I'll pop. You see, he saw it too. So you know, let me show y'all what I'm talking about, man, because this was inspiring to me.
Here at Freedom Elevated Defense Solutions, I'd like to personally invite you to come and check out our basic pistol course, CPL, and our new virtual range experience. Our virtual range experience is perfect for new shooters and experienced shooters. Part of our passion, part of our motivation is to get people informed, empowered, and educated properly with firearms. For more information, contact us at www.freedomelevate.com. freedomelevated.net, or you can find us on all of your favorite social media platforms.
Boy, I tell you, if that shit didn't make you want to grab your gun and you know what I'm saying, make sure your aim is right, you know, you are lame tonight. You know what I'm talking about? So without further ado, this is my fellow Indian, the true Indian, not a Bengal. We true Indians, alumni. Man, me and this brother, I mean, it's hard. I spent like 4 days trying to figure out how can I introduce my brother without a disrespect of not giving him his full flower while he's here. Like, this nigga is self-preservation. Look, educate you on a firearm. He's pro firearm, obviously. And many of you might know him by DJ Composition. He preserved your life at the parties by making sure the motherfuckers was live and made sure you was, you know, pelvic thrusting and shit all night. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, without further ado, let me bring on my brother, man, Mr. Damien Allen out this joint, family. Give him a round of applause, man.
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Thank you for having me on.
Man, I am good, bro. I am good. I am so happy that, you know, we were able to connect here. We've been connected for a long time, but
long time.
As adults,
technically since we were Braves.
Man, you ain't lying. Now see. Listen. So let's connect those dots.
Let's do
it. All our life, we have been Indians.
That's what it is.
We official tissue. I can't say the same for these other folks. They gonna go where they gonna go. They gonna always be some type of animal. We were the one and onlys, man, and we're the last of a dying breed.
Absolutely.
Yo,
and shout out to everybody who was pelvic thrusting. That was hilarious.
Hey, you know, I was getting it in and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Oh,
man. You know, before we go down through there, bro, you know how I do my friends and my brothers, man. Before we even take care of business, man, I'm more concerned with, you know, welfare, your health and everything. How is things in your life? How are you, bro? How's everything been? You good?
Yeah, things are definitely good, man. I'm learning to pace myself and treat every day as a gift, man, because you and I both know tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. And definitely giving them flowers to the people that you care about and never being afraid to show that love to folks. Like, we all got an expiration date, so we gotta live life full, man. So I'm good.
Man, then that's if you good, shit. I'm great. I really can't complain. You know, I be fucking with the words and shit. And you know, I found out that and you know, the queen of kill a nigga if I butcher the word, but you know, I'm a altruist. I'm an altruistic nigga. You know, I'm more focused on others. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I'm a selfless individual. That's just my nature. Right. And I've been learning to be a little bit more selfish, but at the same time still include others. And I'm learning to, you know, listen to my body and make sure that I'm healthy and I'm playing the game. And it was funny to me, bro. Before we even go in there, what's funny to me?
It's all good.
Is I was doing my daily walk. So I'm taking my walk, man. And a song came on that I didn't really feel like hearing and shit. So I pulled out my phone, and as usual, I mess around and get distracted by that blue app. I don't know why that shit just be calling me. Like Facebook are calling me. So I changed the song, hop on Facebook, and if I'm not mistaken, bro, it was you. The first thing I saw, and it said something to the effect of being at that age where you give and receive that nod instead of that.
We there, man. You just you know exactly everybody in our group know exactly what the hell I'm talking about.
Bro, what made it so ill to me was before the song came on that I didn't I didn't like. Guy was sitting on his porch and he spoke. And I said like these. And then I hop on the book and then I see you say that shit. I'm like, oh hell, we at that stage. We at that stage. I'm giving it to the young guards like that too. You know what I'm saying? I damn near got on Amazon and bought me a cowboy hat because I be doing this shit so much. It's like, hey, but let's get into it. Let's get into it, man. Because I don't want to keep you too long, man. I know you're a busy guy and you're a family man and all that shit. And I respect your time and I respect everything that you do. I admire what you do too, bro. I admire you for a long time. You always been a stand-up G, and that shit holds a lot of weight with me. And
I appreciate you opening your platform, and every time we see each other, it's always love. So I ain't gonna say how many years, but we years deep into the game. So and it's always been the same every time. So it's all love my way, and I appreciate you, man.
Man, likewise, and it definitely has been some years, but from the looks of yourself and looks of me, man. Hey, man, we put the right kind of miles on our body. You know what I'm saying?
Right miles. I'm only getting better every day.
I'm only getting better. You know what I mean? Don't you get old with them clothes? Them shits come back in style. So I always like to start with the genesis.
Okay.
Like what inspired you to embark on this particular journey? Because I know you're a man of many hats, and
I am.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. And you do the shit very well, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Cause shit, if my third eye suits me well, shit, you got some shit going on tomorrow too. You know what I mean? Like
I do. Yep. Yeah. I'm working. The grind don't stop, man.
The grind don't stop. So I just really wanted to know the genesis. Like, man, how did it all start? Because you working with something, bro, and I'm glad that if anybody did it, it was gonna be you. You know what I'm saying? So what inspired you to even begin on this particular journey with Freedom Elevated Defense Solutions?
I think the thing that kind of started me on this path was I was always intrigued, and I love shooting firearms and just that competition side of it and just that safety part. As I got older, I got more into it, and I really didn't broadcast that part out to it, but people ended up like, well, you know. And I always found myself like having conversations. People were like, what should I do? Where should I go? And a lot of times, especially here, they couldn't get the answers that they needed. I just wanted to be that outlet. So me and my brothers or whatever,
got some connection problems over here, I see. Let me see if we get brother back. He froze up on us.
It was like really a start for me.
There we go.
I had am I back? And we good?
You back. I lost you for a brief 15 seconds, maybe.
Okay. So basically, I retract. We had an event in 2016 called Black Guns Matter, and it was a free event. And we had it for the community, and we wanted to get the information into the hands of the people because there was so many myths, so many misconceptions, and you and I both know it's people who, it's such a stereotype with us owning firearms. It's like we're always associated with something negative when we need to be changing that narrative where it's something positive. So that was really like my driving force with it, because I mean, hell, the origin of gun control and just all those stereotypes, it's always been applied to us in put in a negative light. And I wanted to have that power to change that and at least play my part and help people out, because it's people who get caught up in the system, and once you get in it, it's so hard to get out. And a lot of people get caught up just because they didn't have the information available. I just wanted to be the change. So that's where I'm at, and empowering people and being an outlet for folks. I don't know everything, but I'm a student every day. You know, every day is an opportunity. So I'm fortunate to have that opportunity, and I definitely am grateful for people trusting me with this, because I take it very serious. Obviously, you know, I got family. You know, you got a family, and we got to protect ours, man. It's mandatory, even from ourselves. I mean, there's so many safety accidents. I think statistics, we run in over 3,000 accidental discharges every year. We hear babies get a hold of firearms and then they shoot their cousin or their brother or their sister. And a lot of that is just lack of information. So I wanted to play my role and be that part to help folks get empowered and educated. So, and I'm grateful for that.
Man, I think, you know, I can probably speak for quite a few. We are grateful for you even having that courage and that desire to provide a safe place to educate ourselves on this, to break down the stereotypes, you see,
Right.
and the stigmas with you know, firearms. And it's always, to me, it's always like guns are cool unless the niggas got them. That's how I be seeing it, you know, like
Right,
everything.
right.
Like we ain't supposed to do nothing but just rap and sing and dance and
That's it.
hoop and throw footballs. We ain't never supposed to like
Do nothing,
we ain't
do nothing else.
we ain't hunter gatherers that
I
we read
mean,
about.
it and it's twofold, because I mean, you could use a firearm, like you said, to hunt your food and to protect yourself, self-preservation. I mean, it's mandatory. It's mandatory. And also in the classes, man, more than just a firearm, it's just about developing a mentality and just situational awareness, and knowing how to check the temperature of every situation and putting yourself out of harm's way.
Yeah, and that's why I say, you know what, I need to get myself involved, because I see my aim is slight nice, but when it comes
Hey,
to situations, you know what I'm saying, I pop that man top for the pettiest
and
reasons and
see,
shit.
and like, we don't need you to do that. I mean, a lot of people, especially in Michigan, a lot of people don't realize that you can't defend property. So if somebody breaking your crib, like you feel violated. Like, what the fuck is this motherfucker on? Like, I'm gonna pop him. You going to jail for that shit, you know. But a lot of times we don't know that,
It's
you know.
crazy. Shit, I didn't know that until right now.
I mean, prime example. You can be 21 and have your concealed carry license, right? That whole process between taking the class and getting the license is less than $300, right? You and I both know people who have been caught in the system carrying concealed over 21, and now they stuck with a felony, and they can't do anything else for the rest of their life because they didn't know that $300 was going to be the difference. But that information has never been readily available to us, and even when we go to some of these stores around here, it's not always we're not always welcomed with arms open and well received. That's right, Nick Fury. That throwback, but it's always a thing, man. So like me and my brothers, my brother Ronaldo, Omega, you know, we've always been in the firearms, and it's just been a natural transition for me just to be able to help folks out and get that education, because people walk in thinking one thing and walk out with a totally different, you know, perspective on stuff.
Yeah, and that's why I know I would. And you know, that in itself, you're that company itself is what I would call pimp. It's that proper identification to manifest that power, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
Absolutely.
from a fellow to a fellow, you know what I'm saying? And
And I appreciate that, man.
we back to those alumni Indians, man. We do shit like that. We are just natural humanitarians
Trailblazers, man. We gonna
and
do it
in our own ways. You know what I'm
every
saying?
time.
And that's a beautiful thing, man. It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate for others. You know, I ain't gonna keep bashing them schools.
It's all good.
But you know, man, y'all wasn't shit like us, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all wanted to be like us. But again, bro, you know, I'm glad that you embarked on this journey. So okay, like you said, $300 investment. Because I was gonna ask you, you know, what is the cost for this educational investment? Is it 300 for just CPL, or does that include the basic pistol course? And do they get the virtual range experience with that too?
So the basic pistol class and the CPL class, you both get the virtual range experience on both times. As you had a chance to experience out at the mall with the CPL class, we run folks through scenarios. So after you get all the legal information, after you know how to properly grip it, how to get your sight alignment, how to do all of that stuff, we put you in the mix on how to make a decision. We have a lawyer there, and we critique each other. Did you did you do these things properly according to the law so you can get home safe?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, man, like they know that it's not the real thing, but that pressure is there because it's like I don't know if I'm doing this right. Because everybody want to get home.
Hey, that pressure. Listen, y'all, family. This is from firsthand experience. That fucking virtual range. That's why the nigga call it the virtual range experience. God damn it, because I forgot I was in the mall. I'm talking about. Oh boy jumped up out the car, talking that rah-rah, hit my car with its back, and you know, I think I might have shot the nigga before he even did that because he opened door.
You did. You definitely shot him before, and he failed. But I was like, all right, you know.
I didn't know what he was about to get. You know, from coming from where we come from,
you never know.
That shit was equivalent to him popping the trunk, and you know what that pop the trunk mean. Yeah. I had to put him down, but I would have went to jail that night. You know what I mean?
Definitely. And it's also important, you know, to relay in the experience that the pistols are one-on-one replicas of a real gun.
Yes, it is. Yes,
they
it
recoil,
is.
They recoil. You have to account for everything as if it is a real firearm.
You had one of mine there. That's why I was like, yo, this shit is really real. And I'm telling y'all, family, like, you invest in this experience right here, man, you're going to save your life and some other lives.
Absolutely.
And it's not, and that's why I use the word invest, because this is an investment. I look at it like this: even if I didn't even get the CPL or none of that shit, just I know the basic pistol course would be beneficial for a lot of people. And if you without it being, you know, a lot of shit to do, man, you know, and man, that virtual, goddamn, bro, you add that to the experience, man. That shit right there is a seller. Like it really puts you there. The shit is so accurate. The feel is natural. And then you while you off into your experience, man, you got a knowledgeable brother that is there next to you to coach you on how you holding it, the stance, every damn thing, bro.
Everything.
Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, get hip to this shit, man. Like this, I don't bring nobody into the cipher that doesn't serve a purpose for the collective one. You see what I'm saying? Y'all know I deal with purpose. Y'all know what my purpose mean. And I had to bring the brother in tonight because, you know, I put it like this. I wanted to ask you for you know, for all the outlaws, all of us outlaws out here, why do you feel that the CPL is important?
I think that having the CPL allows you to be able to carry, and it instantly will put you in some spaces where you're not always like concerned about getting harassed, or let's just face it, shit is happening every day everywhere. It is that self-preservation. Like, we need to be on point because it can happen anywhere, anytime. You know, I'd rather not need it
and have it
than have it than not need. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that is a very real thing. And just make that investment, man, because there's so many people who get caught up in the system just because they didn't. I mean, hell, we blow $300 on the rent, and that's taking the class and then turning in the paperwork. You know, and granted, I know that CPLs aren't for everybody, but at least come to the class and get the knowledge, so you know how to protect yourself legally. Because you can still own a firearm, you just can't carry it. You know.
Yeah.
So those things are important, man. Like, come get this knowledge, make that investment. I mean, we blow $300 on bullshit. Quick.
Yeah, man. You shit. You can go to Wally World Walmart or something to go in there for some eggs and shit, and you come up out of there and spend $300.
Listen, so it's people lining up for gym shoes, paying $200-$300, and while they in that line, somebody with that tool is coming up and taking that shit from you.
Yep, and you know them same ones lining up for them $200-$300 sneakers. It'd be some of the same ones that'd be laid out with blood on them $200-$300 sneakers.
Yep.
And they didn't have the knowledge and didn't even have the piece to self-preserve. So it all goes hand in hand, man. It just off of 5-10 minutes of being able to share dialogue with you about the firearms and engage in that virtual range experience. I'm sold, bro. Like, I can see the value in, you know what? When I was locking this shit into my calendar, I said, damn, I want to do Brody know that this shit is feds as an acronym, you know?
Right. I know, right? Yep, I know.
I was like, yo, this shit say feds. I'm big on that type of shit. So that's how I had it logged in my calendar, you know.
It's all good. The feds is coming. We about to get this freedom, man. And mind you, the firearm is just one piece. You know, me and you didn't talk several times about the fireman aspect. Back in February, me and my partner Joey, we went to a medical seminar. It was 2 days long. That piece is just as important as owning a firearm.
Yeah.
I was learning how to pack wounds. I was learning how to apply tourniquets. Like, I'm bringing all of that to the city. Trust me. I'm having all of that stuff.
I believe it. And I can see that is very, very important because, man, we suck when it comes down to health on damn near every level of health itself.
Every level. We panic. We don't even know what to do.
Hell no, we don't. We fuck around and make it worse because we think peroxide, neosporins, and band-aids go for every motherfucking thing. Like,
and burners. Like, they go solve everything. No.
and burners.
That's a gunshot wound. That's not gonna help you, dog.
No, it's not. No, it's not. So for those who may be, contemplating, investing in this opportunity
Mm-hmm.
to gain some knowledge and gain a level of security, what can, I guess, because I'm trying to think of questions that they may, be thinking.
Right.
So I'm trying to feel the vibe, and I'm getting the sense still of what will I actually expect when I, invest and take the course? Like, what is the because niggas is like microwave. They want shit just instantly. So
Instant.
like,
Yeah, no, they definitely want it instantly. I'll tell you this. A lot of our knowledge is based off of television and movies. And they lie to us every single time. Even if you don't ever want to purchase a gun or go get a CPL, at least know how to work it. Because you may be in a position where you got to use it, or at least know how to take it apart.
that's true.
So many people don't even know the difference between a revolver or a semi-automatic or the components.
That's true.
And what they
That's
do and how they work, how they even properly hold it. This is a tool that could save your life or to save the life of your family. At least know how to hold it. And
yeah.
a lot of people are nervous, and that's why the virtual range piece is so critical, because that's like that buffer, the training wheel, where we're gonna work on all the foundational stuff. So then when we go to the range and shoot the real thing, you already set, and it's just applying it from here to there.
And I can see that is the case, because when you said you want to try it, bro, and I instantly was like, kind of like, nah, I'm straight. But once you picked it up and put it in my hand, man, and I just felt it, I'm like, yo, this shit right here, nigga, like this
Exactly.
right here, this shit is like being at Dave and Buster's, but on some educational shit though. Like I instantly I felt comfort in my abilities, and once I said, okay, let me see how much what I really know.
Mm-hmm.
When I said that internally, you slapped me into a scenario, and it cracked my mask like, oh shit, like, oh shit, you too gangster with this shit, dog. Like, and you're right. I instantly thought like, okay, well, he going to the trunk. That's what we know. TV taught
Right.
us that. Movies taught us that.
Uh-huh.
Our deaf culture taught us this shit. And
Man, listen.
I would have threw away my life over something that was very minuscule. And at the same time, now that I'm thinking about it, it's like experiencing that little piece right there, and then hearing the excuses from these police officers after they, murder unarmed individuals or armed
Mm-hmm.
individuals, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
And you have a Batman utility belt
Yep.
with all sorts of tools and gadgets that you can use, but you
Right.
go straight to that banger when it come to us. And it's like, knowing what you told me, it's like, damn, how was they even able to pull this shit off? So self-preservation sticks out even more.
Right.
It didn't tell me who and who I can protect myself from.
Right.
That shit said I need to secure myself, and that shit shall not be infringed.
No, no, sir.
And
See,
so you're very, very important, man. And the name itself is what spoke to me.
Freedom elevated. We gotta put freedom at the forefront so people can see it. Because a lot of times there's so much shit that we don't know until we see it. We can't aspire to be something until we see it. Even the logo itself right here, it's shields and arrows. All right. A shield, we use it to protect ourselves, protect our loved ones. The arrows is twofold. We use arrows to hunt. We hunter gatherers, right?
Yep.
We hunt our dreams. We hunt our goals.
Yep.
But we also use it to fend off attackers and enemies. Shields and arrows, man. And it's a concept that like I carry throughout. And you can apply it to almost every sector of your life. It's shields and arrows, man.
I like that too. I like that. That's some that's some alumni shit. You know what I mean? Like
right.
It's very creative. You know what I mean? You know what, bro? When I saw you, I think if you didn't, you was close to a bullseye with a goddamn crossbow.
Yep.
I said, God damn it, this motherfucker for real. Like I knew then. I said, yo, bro is for real with this shit. And when it's time, I'm gonna reach out to bro because I'm real private when it come down to my firearm shit.
Hey, I understand.
That's why I never showed up to none of the stuff. I'm like, when bro, like, yo, it's so and 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 so. I'm like, God damn, that's too many niggas for me to go out here and bust. You know what I mean? Like,
but you should still come because we learn and we feed off each other. You know what I mean? And that's how iron sharpen iron, man. I ain't about displaying everything myself, but it's about them experiences and us building, man, so we could get better. Every time.
If you had been like, man, I'm going out here to, shoot off a couple rounds, me and Damien or some shit like that, I would have been all right. You know what I'm saying? I would have been with that. But it was like so many. And then when I'm watching, he got the little videos and shit. I'm like, God damn, you niggas running around falling and shit and getting up and shooting and all this type of shit. Like, hold up, man.
Now, see, with that, that exercise we did, here's the thing that people don't realize. Like, when you go to a regular range, you standing still, you shooting at a static target, well lit, perfect conditions. If some shit is happening, you're not gonna be standing still with well lit conditions. Your heart rate gonna be like shit. You gonna be panicking.
Yeah.
You gonna have such an adrenaline dump. How you not? It's gonna be people doing this.
Yeah.
So let's at least try to put ourselves in a frame of mind of like an accelerated heart rate. Like let's get some shit pumping, because if you huffing and puffing and you got to go up and put your rounds on your target, you're not doing that just standing still. Like that's not reality. So
that's true. I can dig that.
So it's one of those things, man, where it's just like let's work towards some things. Looking to bring in some different instructors from across the country so you can start, learning how to clear homes or do different things, man. Like this world is so vast, man, that like I just want to expose our people to it, man, because it's important. I mean, like I'm going to learn how to hunt this year. Like that's on my agenda. Like I got to learn how to hunt, like flat out. Like that crossbow was like one of the first times I ever touched a crossbow. Like I need to go buy a crossbow or a compound bow. We got to get back to that essence, man.
Really? That was the first?
Yeah, man. It's just like with a crossbow, it's similar to shooting a firearm, so it transferred over really easy.
Oh, okay. Because you seem so natural with the shit when I'm watching it, and I'm just like, I just assumed after seeing you, shoot off that arrow, I said, I know this nigga got about 9 deers in the garage or some shit, like just hung up.
My plan is to go hunting. I got some people on deck who's gonna take me out hunting. I'm gonna learn. I want to learn everything because I mean it's important. I mean we done talked about them acres and owning some land and being able to really take care of ourselves. That's where the real freedom comes from. How many people can be controlled by their appetite?
Man, say that shit again. Damn. That's
by their appetite. Just by their appetite.
They can definitely be controlled by that. and that's pretty much everybody. So it's like
everybody. If you don't know how to grow some shit or hunt some shit, it's over.
yeah, you through. Because if they, man, listen, they done already fucked the food up. You know what I'm saying? So it's
most
like,
of the shit we get called food here is illegal everywhere else.
yes, it is. It is totally banned out the damn country. It's like you bring that shit in there, nigga, you might get charged like a terrorist or some shit.
Get your ass out of here with the bullshit. For real, you know, and we've gotten so far from just that farmer part and like growing our own food. It almost got to a point where it was like it wasn't cool to know how to farm some shit. And it's like, yo, like look how much better the quality is when you grow your own food.
Yeah, I talked about that on some earlier episodes, man. Like my first little gardening experience right here in the backyard, and I just had a couple little pots and shit, and you know,
Gotta start somewhere. I mean,
a lot of the shit didn't come up, but my green beans was popping out this motherfucker. My green. Hey, shit. I was proud of them green beans, bro. And just that little feeling of doing that, it really sparked me more and more. And when I'm looking at, you know, brothers and sisters that I've known for a very long time, and I'm looking at our individual paths that we're walking, and I'm seeing how they can come together. And that was my purpose for starting Purpose 616. Right? You know what I'm saying? Because this is the things that's going to help to elevate the freedom. And that's why I'm just seeing it. Y'all, if the dots don't connect, I don't fuck with it. So it's like I'm seeing how what you're doing, even like my beloved sister Takedia, man, like
she's been such a resource for me every time.
Always. It's like you can go to her and you're definitely gonna come back with something great. I admire her spirit so much, and it's not a damn thing that I won't do for her, because I know it's the same way. And so it's like I see and know her desires. So it's like, how can I help her? How can I help you? How can I help shit, even like brother John? How can I help John? It's like, how can we take our individual dreams, desires, and goals and turn them into one big conglomerate, so that we can, at the end of the day, rebuild a nation? You see what I'm saying? And
that's village building right there, man.
It is. And it's like now is the time. So when I'm looking at all the emotion that's conjuring up from, you know, our people who sit in front of that tube too much and watch all these traumatic events,
all the trauma, man.
Yeah, over and over and over and over. And then it instills so much fear into the body, and then fear into the body weakens the immune system, you know, decreases the health period. Stress and salt is one of the two leading killers of black folk. You know what I'm saying? But we worried about cops and shit, like, because the national news said it. But it's like, yo, if situations in life happen for us to learn a lesson and to enhance ourselves spiritually and intuitively, then if the same shit is happening over and over, then obviously collectively we haven't learned a lesson.
Nope.
So brothers like you, sisters like Takedia, brothers like, I would like to say myself.
Yourself, absolutely. Because the one thing I do know that you always point out is that emotional intelligence. You got to stay level-headed. You got to check your emotional intelligence. Like you said, we digesting all this trauma. How is it good for anybody?
Man,
it ain't good for nobody. And then you just believe in this narrative over and over and over. And it's like you get desensitized to this shit where you think this is normal. That shit ain't normal.
Yeah, it's not.
And we know the media lied to us left and right, man.
All the time and deliberately, like and for some reason we seek them out for our information, and we stand on that shit, and we don't even try to self fact check them motherfuckers or nothing. We just roll with it,
Just take
you
it.
know, and then try to shit on any your brother and sister who's out here doing the research and this, that, and third, who in the field. You don't trust that, but you trust the adversary, which is part of a psychological programming that was done years ago.
Yep.
And it's still going to this day. And so, you know, when I look at self-preservation, man, and how this is just my personal perspective and perception of Black people's understanding of self-preservation. To me, it seems like if you ask a brother or sister what does self-preservation mean to them, they probably gonna say, oh, to get that bag. We got to get that bag. They're like, that's preservation. And forget the fact that shit, in order for you to spend all those hours chasing that bag, you're gonna have to nourish the body. The food ain't good. So what if they, what if they stop that shit? Then what? You just gonna die, or you gonna kill somebody for some GMO food, or what are you gonna do? Like, you rather put somebody in the dirt than till the goddamn dirt and put some seeds in that shit. And so it's just our thinking is skewed, and we feel with a lot of automated emotional responses to things
every time.
And I had my wake up call with the virtual range experience, because it was like I knew if you put something in front of me, I'm gonna pop that shit. And you saw that. I bang, 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 bang. I told you before, and I said, bro, I'm left hand with this shit, bang, 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 bang.
Right.
But then when you put me in a scenario, nigga, I ain't gonna lie. When I told the queen to come try this shit, nigga, I was sweaty under my coat and shit. Like I had dog. I got litty, like the whole inside of me, like that shit was real. And I don't know, man. I don't know who may be watching, but this just my how it went for me. I knew what's going on out here according to the news, and you put an angry white man in front of me, and he popped that door open. I didn't know what was about to happen, and I just didn't want to be Trayvon Martin to somebody out in this bitch.
Right.
So I ain't give him a chance, and I pop. But then at the end of the day, you basically told me, nigga, you just left your family out here alone. Now your ass is about to be gone because you put him down for no reason. You can't protect property, bro. That's what you told me off rip.
It's just stuff.
It's just stuff. And then I the whole ride home, I'm sitting there like, damn, I gotta check my value system again. Like, I really was finna put him down over, the car, but my mind was going so fast when this shit happened, bro. It was going. I was ready to do it.
You was already ready, yeah.
Then I'm trying to wait. Then I'm like, damn, I know. My first instinct was, now I'm a pistol whip this nigga and pull off, but I couldn't do it. So I'm like, oh, I'm a pop him, and it was wrong. So, I will definitely be taking a class. So since I'm talking about that right there, taking a class, like, how long is a course, and when are they available for the people?
So the basic class is 3 hours, and that's $100. And then the CPL class, the state mandate is that it has to be at least 8 hours, and most times we go about 8 hours, maybe a little bit longer. The biggest piece has always been the legal part, because we have so many questions, and that's why I have a lawyer come in to answer those questions, because I want you walking away empowered and informed. So then when you making these decisions, you got the right info, because the wrong info will put us in all the bad spots.
Man.
Every time. So it's the legal part is always the biggest thing, but we make it fun. We learn, we laugh, we challenge perspectives. One of the classes I had a couple weeks ago was so dope to me, because I had a father-son set and then a mother-daughter. So to me, I'm like, I'm changing generations.
Yeah.
And they doing it together, because even when we was at the expo thing, bro, a lot of our elders are still stuck on that fear, because it's just, that was their reality. And like, I'm not mad at them about it, but we got to change that narrative, man.
I saw that.
They was scared, like they didn't even want to come by the simulator. They didn't want to come by. Oh no, I don't want no gun, because we've been programmed to think that it's a negative thing.
Yeah, I saw that, bro. When we were walking,
you could feel it.
I felt it off rip, and then it was like when I started feeling it, instantly my antennas just go up, and you know, sonar would just woo, and I overheard an old couple, and they was like, this was the remarks, probably not verbatim, but damn close. It was like, this is part of the problem here. And I'm like, part of the problem? Like, I almost wanted to turn around and say, what the fuck you mean this is part of the problem? You know, part of the problem because you didn't even raise a generation to value this type of shit.
Nope.
And now we out here fending for ourselves, and all you're going to do is sit back talking about what's a problem and this or that and the third. Man, we are the way. We are the future. And I just said to myself, I'm like, damn, man, I'm so glad that, you know, I was able to interact with bro. And I'm so glad that we'll be able to, you know, publicly just have a dialogue and share what the experience is, the importance of this whole firearm thing, because it's
Absolutely.
like Black people feels like guns are bad unless you're a thug, and that shit is weird to me. It's like
that shit is that is the most ass backwards shit ever. Most of the gun control things have been a direct result of us being empowered from jump. The first instance was after slavery was done, quote unquote, and people were free, and they started protecting themselves. You got to change this. You know, it's a great book that I always encourage people to read, and I've posted about it a couple of times. It's a book called Negroes with Guns, and it's a book by Robert F. Williams.
Negroes with Guns?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a you can get it on paperback. You can also do audiobooks. I love audiobooks because I can just ride and digest all the info. But I
can get that audio.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
It's a great book. He was at one time, I want to say late 50s, early 60s, head of the NAACP in South Carolina. It was like North Carolina, South Carolina. And basically, their community was one of the few Black communities in the country who armed themselves up from the harassment of the Klan and everybody else. And that was a big difference. You know, most people, they are willing to dish out a level of violence, but not get it in return. And if that threat is real, they're going to leave it alone. Even if we look at animals, predators don't want to work that hard for their prey.
No.
They want the gazelle with their head in the water, not paying attention.
Yep. They work smarter, not harder.
Every time. We have to apply those same principles. Head on a swivel, staying on point. Having that emotional intelligence. At least, even if I tell people this, even after this, if you walk away and say, you know what, I don't think that I want to go get my license, but at least I know how to properly handle it. I'm okay with that. Because now you at least got the information. Bottom line, even with the basic class, we take our time with it and we break down all the parts. You learn how to load magazines, mag clips.
Man, you know, mags.
They call them magazines. But we learn the parts of the pistol. We learn how to properly grip, and we really make it fun. And you walk away feeling that much better about how to handle yourself, man. And I really encourage people to come do this with myself. It's other instructors out here. I mean, like 2020, here's a fact. Over 8 million people went and got a firearm for the first time in 2020.
Yeah, I read that too.
35% of that was Black and brown people.
Whoo, that's comforting. I wish it was a
So,
higher percentage, but that's good.
but this is where we starting, and this is the shift. You know, this is the shift. Shall not be in friends. That's us too.
Yep,
Like we got to take that. Like, no, this is ours,
yep.
and that's what it's got to be.
I gotta I'm gonna have to get with you and shit to so you can let me know if I'm cleaning my shit right.
We
I
are
see.
gonna be. I'll get you together, but we are gonna have these classes where people could come and learn how to disassemble and clean their firearm properly.
Yep, yep. And I know you'll get me together. I have total trust and faith in that. That's why I'm gonna, invest in the experience myself. Because I know that it's an investment. With that type of knowledge in my head, I'm gonna be great, because I'm definitely a thinker. I think fast, I think long, I think short, I think, and then I
Mm-hmm.
know how my intuition works too. Sometimes I don't have to think. And when I arm myself with the knowledge, it lessens how much thought I gotta put into some shit because it's already in my library. Um,
Absolutely.
um, Man, it's just this time is flying already.
It
Um,
is, man. Can I say
and
something real quick though?
yeah,
I am so grateful to you and everybody who supported me with this and like allowing me on your platform, man, because it's information that people need to hear from different perspectives, man. It's needed. A lot of this was never available for us coming up. We
it
you
wasn't.
change it, you changing lives, man. I'm changing lives. Takiti is changing lives. I mean, it's shields and arrows, man. And I'm telling you this right now. I'm gonna be one of the first black-owned stores and ranges in this area. I'm stamping it right now, so everybody know that's where the goal is.
Already shit. I said that myself. I said, man, yeah, he go.
You know how I'm gonna take you.
Hell yeah, I already know, bro. That's why I'm trying to play my part too, so that I can meet you on the field and where we can have all that. Because when we talking about self-preservation, setting aside land and resources,
It's everything.
that that's everything, bro. And I'm trying to make this thing happen. Purpose is definitely gonna take off. I guess it's just gonna be the right people. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right?
the like-minded individuals that wants to see this thing happen. I'm just trying to take something that can be, a stretch for an individual, but something small for the collective. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, many hands make for light work.
Absolutely.
If you want to move some motherfucking mountains tomorrow, start by moving some stones today. That's just all I'm trying to do.
Man.
Um, so if everyone is helping each other out, I mean, I believe we're going to get to the destination that we desire to be in a shorter period of time.
Right.
Um, I think our generation has all the necessary tools to catapult a nation back to its traditional position
Yep.
and no longer have to be the caboose of everything. You know what I'm saying? So um again, I admire what you do. I appreciate what you're doing. I advise all those who are just permitted to carry or to own the firearm. If you have it, if you don't have one, if you think you know some shit about guns or you don't know shit about guns, invest in this experience and see if you really know some shit about some guns and come up out of there knowing some shit about firearms and how to
Absolutely.
protect and secure yourself and others. It's very important in these days and times. And unfortunately, you see that it is portrayed that it's an attack on us. And
Mm-hmm.
uh black man, be a man and not a boy. We have a responsibility. And you know, it's kind of fucked up that through observation of being out here, a lot of our sisters are more ready than our brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't to put
Absolutely.
them down, but that's just how it is. They ready to go there. They just some natural warriors. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, if it wasn't for them being natural warriors, you know, yeah, you and I wouldn't be warriors. You see what I'm
Nope.
saying? We
Nope.
came we came from a womb that had that warrior spirit in it. You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir.
That make us who we are today. I'm so thankful for the
Mm-hmm.
mamas. You know that she ain't raised no punctified as uh so-called boy, male
Nope.
or man. You
Nope.
know, I'm ready for.
We are greater when our families are together and we are stronger. We
Yes,
we are
we
greater together. We are greater
say that
together.
shit. I
We
always
are
tell them,
greater together.
great is the great ones who great ones are great. God damn it, you know. So together is where it's at. That's why they always try to divide and conquer the
Divide and
black.
conquer. That's been the strategy forever with
Yep,
everybody.
and we must change that. So one question uh before we part. I just want to throw this out here. I'm
Let's
gonna
do it.
throw out a name,
Yep.
and you just tell me what you think.
Yep.
Militia.
Freedom.
I agree.
It's freedom.
I truly agree. Um, Tell the family, you know, how they can contact you.
Mm-hmm.
What's your social media handles and everything, so they can reach out to you.
Yep. I'm available. Obviously, Damien Allen, but my business, Freedom Elevated Defense Solutions, it's on Instagram, it's on Facebook. Any question you have, don't hesitate. And here's the thing that I tell people: once you take the class, it's not like you pay me and we never talk again. No, like I want to build this community where if you have a question, my lawyer is at your aid. I'm at your aid, and if I don't have an answer, I'm gonna work to go get it for you because knowledge is power, man. And we gotta arm ourselves with this knowledge, man, and get better and grow. And then just get with me. www.freedomelevated.net. Classes rolling out May, June, July, like all this. Even if you want to just come do the virtual range experience, that's an option. If you don't have a firearm right now, don't worry about it. I have firearms available that you can use. A lot of times we don't even know how to pick the right firearm. A lot of times. And with
Yeah.
these classes, you can learn because everybody has a different need. And we
Yep.
break it all down. We break it all down. And I put this myth out here and I let it go. A lot of times we think small gun, small recoil, big gun, big recoil. It's the exact opposite.
Man,
You can't handle it.
you ain't got to tell me. I got a little pocket rocket that by the second round, this shit be just hurting up in this joint, like straight up.
But it's a difference. And we break all that stuff down, man. So please, anybody got a question, just reach out. I will get you together. If I don't have an answer for you right away, I will find an answer for you and get back with you. I ain't that hard to find. We got some miles on this, man. We
Yeah,
we we doing that the nod down.
we doing that.
Yeah, but hey, we embracing it, getting better every day, man. So I'm grateful to be on the show with you. Obviously we gonna keep rocking, keep supporting each
Hell
other,
yeah.
keep growing and getting to that point where our babies are in a way better position.
Yes, indeed. That's the goal, man. So, before you leave, man, will I be able to get you back on the show for another time if need
Just
be?
just let me know. I'm at your disposal, man. It's
Because
it's it's as easy as a phone call or a message.
the light is always on over here at the cipher. The door is always unlocked for you, bro. If you want to use the platform for any purposes, man, that you have going on, man, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? I will make the time available. I don't care what day it is. We'll rock out. I'm here for you like always.
As am I, sir.
Yes, sir. And I believe that. So, family. If you ain't learned nothing and wasn't inspired to partake in Freedom Elevated Defense Solutions courses that they have for you to help, arm yourself with some knowledge and arm yourself and break down the stigmas and the stereotypes around self-preservation of Black folks. If you didn't get no fuel tonight, you just stupid. I don't know what else to say. You just stupid because it was laid all out for you. Everything we do over here at the Wisdom Cipher is pretty much rooted in purpose. We're pursuing unity, respect, progress, ownership, support, and equality. This is the way to resurrect a dead nation. Okay? So quit sitting on your hands and sitting on your ass. Stand upright so the game of life will fall off your back, and then we'll have time to shake this shit up and create heaven on earth. This is what we're trying to do. So, when we acquire this land and we till that land and we're able to sustain ourselves with healthy foods that we're growing, we'll also be able to protect ourselves from anybody that's trying to take us up off the land. And Absolutely. That means if you're an animal on 2 feet or you're an animal on 4, goddamn it, you come over here with shit. You know what I'm saying? Obituaries for you. Okay. I thank you again, brother. I can't thank you
man.
enough.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man.
I
can't wait to have you on the class, man.
Man, hey, if ain't nobody had a chance to laugh while they was doing that shit, they probably gonna get some shits and giggles fucking around with me.
Oh man, it's a good
time. When I'm serious, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely gonna do it. I'm trying to get the whole squad there, my whole fam there. And I'm working on the mental state of my son. He's 3 now. He'll be 4 Monday. So we're celebrating all this weekend.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man.
He want me to come downstairs and shoot Nerf guns and shit right now. So he all about guns.
That's a great introduction, man. That's a great introduction because you learn the safety.
Oh shit.
Hello? We good?
Is you back now? Did I get you back?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we had a glitch. Yeah, it froze up. But yeah, so you said it was a great introduction to start right there.
Yep.
That's natural. He just loved doing that shit, man. He like guns and he like motorcycles. I don't know. He just came out the womb liking that. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful, man. That's beautiful.
So I'm trying to make sure that I got enough land for him to ride his dirt bike, and enough land so we can sit outside and bang, 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 and make sure the aim is right. One thing before we part is I'm a nigga that love hats, man. Is them hats only for you?
No, they are not. This is a prototype. More are coming. I'm gonna bless you with one as soon as I get them ready. I got you.
Oh,
I got you. Don't even worry about it.
I gotta rock that, bro.
I got you. Shields and arrows, man. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of you.
Shields and arrows, man. That shit is so dope. It is so dope. That's a picture that really speaks 1,000 words. So I ain't gonna hold you up no more, man. It's been a pleasure. You're always welcome over here at the Wisdom Cipher. We try to do this thing here every Friday night at 7 p.m.
Yes, sir.
And we replay the shows sometimes Sunday, a lot of times it's Monday, and I may do it on a hump day depending on how I'm checking the temperature on posts, people having bad weeks and shit. I like to spring out things to help them out. So make sure y'all get with Damien Allen, my nigga Comp. You know what I'm saying? When you fucking with Comp, it ain't no Comp out here when you fucking with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I'm correct. Arm yourself with some knowledge and arm yourselves so we can protect and preserve what we have left, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no time to be playing with guardianship, goddammit, and that's what we gonna do. If you care for yourself, if you have some type of integrity for yourself, then you'll preserve yourself and others. So, just like we came in with some music, we're going to go out with some music, man. And I thank y'all for rocking with us again.
All right. Thank you again, bro.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
Young brother from the cutter, always been a fighter, never been a runner. Mama was a hunter, daddy was a hunter, all my brothers hunt each other. Know the knuckle up and uppercutter, slugger, puncher, snuffer, stunner, thugger, gunner, stutter, blood, sputter. You gon' do the Brooklyn, pucker, kind of drummer. Father thought I was a parasite in mama belly, but he had it wrong. He ain't know he had a spawn of a warlord till in 9 months I was born. Big, black, strong, body yellow prawn. I'm a beard king, killing all the pawn. Better be informed when I blow the horn, bringing in the dust, waking up the dawn, looking at the card. Prophesized by the shaman voodoo. Seen it all through the eye of Horus that I watch and view through. There was other warriors before me, but they not this cruel. Do all this money, but I'm not Maputo. You don't know me, you forgot, now you do. Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kuku. I got the power, who knew? What would a God salute you? They call me Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu, Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kufu. I got the power, who knew? What would a God salute you? God. I'm a lion when he cries. I'm a tiger on the prowl. Call a firefighter. I got fire in my pals. Still a rifle with the round. Banana clip ready. It's always righteous when it's brown. Put a titan in the crown. Put a diamond in the crown. With a title, I'm endowed. I recite it and I'm proud. Shaka Zulu. Hot fire gonna barbecue you. Something happened to my mom. I'm cuckoo. Block, 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 block. A boom, boom. Don't need a Glock to shoot you. If you black enough, the cops will shoot you. You Apollo, they gon' rock it to you. You a Judah, they gon' Costa sue you. You cannot box my wushu. Beat a wigger out his socks and boo boo. If you weak, then I cannot recruit you. All I see is men in bras and tutus. You a pocket juice. You bring the text and I'ma chop and screw you. Split it out of my atomic nuke you. Turn another color Honolulu. Don't let a thought seduce you. Every king need a conscious nunu. Queen that never bring the drama to you. Brown skin like a chocolate you. I am not the use. Wake the sun up like I'm rock-a-doodoo. Wanna see me gotta drop your moon room. Good and evil got a common neutral. They call me Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu. I'm at the top of Kufu. I got the power, who knew? What would a God salute you? They call me Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu. My name is Shaka Zulu.